Hello?
Miss Lestico, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for math!
Yay!
Hey, first grade, are you ready for math?
Welcome to another day of math. We are getting to learn something that we've learned before, but we get to review it today.
That's right. We did this a couple times before, and we're going to go even further. That means test our brains even more. But, Miss Lestico, what is it?
Oh, well, our target today says I can sort numbers from least to greatest and plot numbers on an open number line.
My goodness, I remember we did that a few times. That open number line was that blank line with arrows on both ends because it keeps going, and we had to determine where those numbers would go.
That's right. I remember that when we sorted numbers from least to greatest at the top, it was pretty easy to put them on the number line because we knew that the least started on the left and then the greatest number went on the right, and we just had to put the middle numbers somewhere in the middle, whatever they were closest to.
That's right. But you know what, Miss Lestico? I'm having a hard time remembering it. Maybe if we actually draw a number line, that'll remind my brain even more.
Oh, that's true. Well, we're going to pick some numbers to 120 because remember, we're focusing on numbers with a hundreds place right now, and we're going to have to figure out which numbers are least and which numbers are greatest, and then put them on our open number line.
So here was our open number line. There's no numbers on it, Miss Lestico. It's an open number
I
line.
know the numbers that we're going to put up here can go anywhere that we need them to.
That's right. And I remember my least number or my smallest number is always going to go all the way over here. My greatest number or my biggest number is always going to go over here. And then that last number, I'm going to determine, well, which side is it closer to? It's not automatically going to go in the middle.
Well, Miss Dawn, I have some numbers for us to sort from least to greatest. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. My first number is 112.
112.
And then we're going to do the number 104.
Ooh, 104.
And then we're going to do the number 87.
Ooh, 87. Okay. Well, the first thing we need to do is determine which of these is the least. We're going to start comparing them.
That's right. And I remember that another word for least is smallest. So I have to think about which number has the smallest amount in it.
Oh, these both start with a 1, Miss Lestico, but that starts with an 8.
Well, does that mean that this number is bigger? Oh, no. I remember when we were comparing numbers yesterday, you have to start with the hundreds place to determine which number is bigger or greatest.
That's right. You have to look at the place it's in, the place value, because I was just looking at the numbers.
That's
8 is a bigger number than 1, but these ones represent 100.
And we could say that 87 has almost a 0 in the hundreds place. And well, 0 is smaller or less than 1.
Yeah, I agree, Miss Lestico. So these numbers both have a 1 in the hundreds, and that has a 0, or it just doesn't have any hundreds.
Well, then this would be our least number, our smallest number.
And that definitely is our least number. So I'm going to come put it on this side of my number line. 87, it comes all the way down here. Well, we need to find our greatest number now, because our greatest number needs to come over here.
Well, both of our numbers have a 1 in the hundreds place, and 1 is equal.
It's the same. Well, after we've compared the hundreds place value, if it's the same, we need to compare the tens place.
Oh,
Let's see.
Right.
This number has 110, and this number has 0 tens.
Oh, well, I know that 0 is less than 1.
So this must be our
greatest number.
Okay, I'm going to put it all the way over here. 112.
Oh, well, next we have 104. 4, and it's in the middle. So should we just put it in the middle of our number line?
No, Miss Lestico, I don't think that's what we need to do. Because if I was looking at a number line, 104 would not be in the middle of 87 and 112. It would actually be a little bit closer to 104. 104 would actually be a little bit closer to 112.
Oh, I could tell that because both of these numbers have a 1 in the hundreds place, and 87 doesn't even have a number in the hundreds place. So it would definitely be closer to this number.
And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I'm not going to sit here and really put the little tick marks all the way to 112. But I just put it closer to there because I knew that's really where the number goes. Okay, let's practice one more. Miss Lestico, I have some numbers for you.
Okay.
Okay, my first number is 100.
100.
Okay. My next number is 52.
52.
And my last number is 120.
120. Okay. Well, Miss Lime, I don't want to get tricked this time because I see that there are 2 numbers with a 1 in the hundreds place, but 52 doesn't have any number in the hundreds place. It has a 0 here.
We could almost pretend like there was a 0 here because there are 0 hundreds.
That's right. So I automatically know that this is the least amount in this group because, well, there's only 2 digits and all of these have 3 digits. So I'm going to put 52 on the left or the least side of my number line.
Okay, well, Miss Lestico, now what's the next thing you need to do when you're putting numbers on an open number line?
Oh, well, I have to figure out which number is greatest so that I can figure out where the middle number goes. So I have 100 and I have 120. Well, they both have a 1 in the hundreds place, so I have to look to the next place, the tens place. And there's a 0 and a 2. Well, I know that if I had 0 and if I had 2, 2 is definitely greater. I definitely have more fingers up for 2. So this would be my greatest number. So I'm going to put 120 on the right for my greatest.
Great job. Well, what do you do with the last number that's left?
Well, 100, I watched you really closely, Miss Lime, and I know that when you had a number with 100, with a 1 in the hundreds place, you put it closer to the other number with a 1 in the hundreds place. So I am going to put it not in the middle, but a little bit closer to my 120 because 100 is definitely closer to 120 than 52.
It's your turn.
On Seesaw, you are going to have a few numbers in a random order, and you're going to have to put them from least to greatest, and then plot those numbers on an open number line just like me and Miss Lime did.
Make sure you pay close attention to the digits and their values and where they are on that number so you don't get confused.
And when you're done, don't forget to hit that green check mark in the corner.
Bye!